I've dropped in on rather a nice little quiet spot, a spot that I've never been to before, and yet it's sandwiched straight between two sites that I know very well, namely Sherwood Heath and the former Thoresby Colliery site. I didn't realise this little bit was here, and I have had to climb over a fence to access this particular little spot, and I'm glad I have, because we have another record of a species which I've eventually found new to Nottinghamshire just a month or so ago. Well, it's absolutely beautiful in this sheltered location, although there's only a limited amount of breeze today. It's really lovely. And this location is a location, say, that I didn't realise was here until, well, about half an hour ago. And it's a cracking little site. Part of it's an old paddock that's been left for a couple of years or so by the looks of it. But what I didn't realise was growing here was this stuff. This is white poplar. And white poplar, if you've watched a number of these videos, is the food plant for Philocnistis xenia, a small leaf mining moth which Nottinghamshire didn't have, and I only knew that too well because Dillis and I had searched for it, and I'd continued to search for it for many years. And then a few months ago I eventually found it in Retford, in the northeastern corner of Nottinghamshire, and that ended such a long search for the species. This site here is now the 12th, because following the recording of it at Retford, Nick and Samantha Brownlee promptly found it down towards Nottingham, and we've continued to look for it at a number of sites wherever white poplar grows. And I'll tell you, this is now the 12th site. It just goes to show you that rather than finding something and saying, well, I found it now, if you do some field work, you can rack up a lot of records of something, and it provides valuable information too regarding the distribution of something across the county. And the interesting thing is that most of those 11 sites, say this is the 12th, are all sites that I've searched before. And Dillis, when she was alive, used to help me search for Philocnistis xenia. The number of times we looked at these leaves is unbelievable, and the sites we visited them for upwards of 10 years, each year failing to find the species we were after. And yet this year it's turned up at all of the sites Dillis and I used to visit. And here are the conspicuous leaf mines of Philocnistis xenia. 2 leaves with a number of mines on there. There's certainly 2 mines on that one. This one, there will be 3 or 4 mines. And you see that little tiny rolled leaf edge there? That's where the larva pupated. But the galleries are sinuous. They're about the same width pretty much throughout. The larva obviously feeds within and then emerges just to pupate. And there are other leaves on this particular stem. That one there, look, with 3 or 4 mines on there, and even on this leaf here. It's well established here. So nice to find. If you look on the younger shoots and growths of white poplar, you're looking for this. Amazing. It's obviously suddenly arrived in Nottinghamshire either this year or late last year. I suspect that it arrived here this year, but it's arrived en masse, and it's arrived on a widespread basis too. So this is now the 12th site already within the space of a couple of months where Philocnistis is present, and there's a number of mines on this small, well, it's suckering growth that is growing, and that's the kind of growth that you need to look on. I've not really found it on any sort of mature white poplar, but the younger suckering growth is ideal. So already, after all those years of looking for xenia, find it a couple of months ago at Retford, and now wherever we look and wherever white poplar grows, you can find xenia.